Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about probably one of the most spoken about games since it was released way back in 1997, Final Fantasy VII. But before we begin, if at the end of the video you enjoy what you see or hear, then consider hitting that thumbs up button for me. Also, subscribing to the channel. I upload videos on both Mondays and Fridays every week, and I try to sprinkle other tidbits in between just to keep you all entertained, but I'm not going to ramble on any further about that. Let's dive into the show. The Final Fantasy VII Remake has to be one of those incredibly teased games for such a long time. Fans have probably wanted this done for equally as long as it's been spoken about, and Square Enix is definitely going to give this to us. At least, they'll be giving us the beginning of this game this year. And I assume it'll come out, this is a guess, in 3 parts for the fans, having the 3 discs that we used to have. From what we already know, the first remake will take you all the way up to the destruction of the Sector 7 slums. If you haven't played the game yet, I do apologize, but that is not the end of the game by any means. Now, how they're going to end it there and what'll happen and if there'll be more dialogue is, of course, a mystery to me, to you, to everybody. But we do know that they will be adding a boatload of stuff to the game in order to make the already lively world feel more alive. These added bonuses are definitely sure to make the game something that's truly incredible, and now we have a fully fleshed out introduction scene, or should I say introductory movie, for the new remake. It should be said first off, these visuals, if you're looking at them right now, they look beautiful, stunning, epic, amazing. All these words, probably so many more that could describe this. We get glimpses of the things that weren't seen in the original 1997 opening of the game, which, makes absolute sense, considering this opening movie expands the initial opening scene by 2.5 minutes. It's a truly spectacular job, honestly, and if you weren't sure that the city was going to be more alive before, then this should definitely revive the faith that you need to have in this game. I think it's going to be crazy. We even get to see things, that are referenced later on in the original game, like the park that Aerith and Cloud, or Aerith if you're a purist, visit right before he sees Tifa go into the city, for the dress-up competition. All these little different things and references, I would say, Easter eggs, make the opening movie just a marvel to see. Now, I'm not fanboying here. In truth, when the game initially came out, I was terrible, beyond terrible at this game. I played it on the PC, I was never able to finish it on there, and I was able to use the cheat system to get Cloud to level 100 as soon as he jumps off that train. Just think about that for 1 second. Let that digest. I was terrible. Even with Cloud at level 100 and a cheat system, I still never finished this game. That is honestly how terrible I am at games. But this opening sequence is something that should, really prepare you for how incredible the rest of this game is going to be. And that's not to be taken lightly. Although the game is only going to take a portion of the original game, a portion of the first disc of the original game, it doesn't mean it's going to be terrible, and this makes it something worth seeing. I'm actually astounded as well, at how beautiful and real they make Midgar. The whole visual moving through and around the city in the beginning. The city feels alive. It feels real. It feels like you're looking at actual people, obviously animated actual people, but it feels like a legitimate city that you're going to be playing through. You got children playing in parks, on swings, in the park we're talking about, people that just don't care about what else is going on. There's construction that's happening, people that don't care about life itself, really. They just care about themselves, and that is it. And I think one of the biggest parts of this sequence that probably gets brushed over is the part where the gentleman steps on one of the flowers that Aerith drops on the floor. Of course, there are multiple flowers, but he steps on this one, and he does this in a way, if you watch the sequence, you're looking at it right now, probably not the very sequence, but in this video you'll see it. He just disregards the, air quote, the life that the flower has, and he walks on with not a care in the world. It's just about him and that's it. But she, Aerith, cares enough to pick up the flower and looks at it for a moment. It's a very powerful moment in that opening sequence. Before we even get to see, the crew that they call Avalanche, when we get to see their scene, it's pretty awesome. I won't lie. Cloud on the top of the train, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse, they're attacking the guards, which just is really well fleshed out, more than just flipping them over in the original scene. And Barrett getting off the train, basically just looking like a pure boss, it's pretty incredible as an opening sequence, and it tells you that this game, just this first initial portion of the game, is going to be amazing. One issue that I will say that I have with this is the title card that says the word remake. If you don't know that it's a remake, and the remake's on the cover, I don't think you need it to be in the title card of the game. That should be a red flag. I think it takes away from the aesthetic of the opening sequence. But look, I just don't think that it needs to be in the final cut, but that's just me. You might like it. I don't think that it's really what is necessary. But that is all from me. I'm not going to ramble on because I feel like I probably could about this one. If you enjoyed what you heard or saw, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Destroy it like Cloud gonna destroy Sephiroth at some point in one of the future games. You know what it is. And don't forget to click subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what you're most looking forward to about this Final Fantasy VII Remake. Are you looking forward to playing as Cloud, seeing what they do, seeing how they make the world more fleshed out? And look, when you step away from YouTube, make sure you spread some peace, spread some love, make someone laugh. That is the best medicine, and I cannot recommend making people laugh any more than I already do. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Let's get it!